In a delightful twist of unintended consequences from this year's war on Christmas hysteria, Black Santa has officially become the mascot of this holiday season. Of course, it all started with this Aisha Harris piece for Slate.com about the problems inherent in a Santa who is default white. That column led to one of the more baffling moments in all of cable television, courtesy of Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly.
For all you kids watching at home, Santa just is white, but this person is just arguing that maybe we should also have a black Santa. But, you know, Santa is what he is, and just so you know, we're just debating this because someone wrote about it, kids. Okay, I wanted to get that straight.
And that, quite naturally, led to an absolute eruption of outrage, satire, and ridicule.
Santa is just white. And who are you actually talking to? Children who are sophisticated enough to be watching a news channel at 10 o'clock at night, yet innocent enough to still believe Santa Claus is real, yet racist enough to be freaked out if he isn't white.
I can't believe that you and Mrs. Claus are black.
Oh, she's not black.
She's not.
No. You think a black woman would tolerate living out in the middle of the snowy wilderness? No, if Mrs. Claus was black, Santa would be living in Atlanta near her mama.
I think you would find a black Santa Claus in every black home because Santa Claus is black in black homes, and
Right.
Santa Claus is white in white homes. Santa Claus is Mexican in Mexican homes.
Just wait until Fox viewers find out Santa's actually a black man pretending to be a black woman.
Not you. Look how you jumped on. I'm talking to you. Go see a Medea Christmas.
Besides, black people have their own holiday. It's Martin Luther King Day. By the way, for any kids watching at 11:30 at night, Martin Luther King is black and he is real.
All right, all of that led Megyn Kelly, to her credit, to return to the issue with a segment that was sort of ambiguously perched somewhere between apology and double down.
The knee-jerk instinct by so many to race bait and to assume the worst in people, especially people employed by the very powerful Fox News channel. Contrary to what my critics have posited, neither my statement nor Harris's, I'm sure, was motivated by any racial fear or loathing. We continually see Saint Nick as a white man in modern-day America. Should that change? Well, that debate got lost. By the way, I also did say Jesus was white. As I've learned in the past 2 days, that is far from settled.
Yes, very, very far from settled. Now, on the silly, serious scale, this story has tended to tilt to the silly side. But here's what's not so silly about turning Santa's race into a debate.
Cleveland High freshman Christopher loved Christmas, but that all changed last Thursday when he wore this Santa hat and beard to school. His parents say a teacher told Christopher, who's black, he couldn't be Santa because Santa is white.
That's really a thing that really happened in an Albuquerque suburb last week. It's the sort of story that strikes a nerve, and I can tell you why. I have a 2-year-old now, so I know that as you watch your kid walk through the world, it's like watching a turtle without a shell. They're perceiving everything around them, even stuff you don't think they're noticing. They're taking it all in, but they don't have the facilities yet to process it all. So they're often getting messages that you, as their parent, don't control, many of which are harmful or hurtful. And for millions of non-white kids, the message that Santa is white might very well be one of those messages. In fact, one of the most insidious aspects of the racial regime in which we labor is that whiteness is the default. Whiteness is invisible. Whiteness does not exist as a thing, as something to be noticed. Things just are white. People just are white. Santa just is white. But here's the thing. Until a few years ago, the President of the United States was white. He just was. That was a verifiable fact. But that changed. So maybe Santa could change too? And speaking of changing Santa, here's what Santa should not be. This is SantaCon. If you're not familiar, it's basically a costumed pub crawl that started in San Francisco in 1994 and since gone global. It acts as an opportunity for the same inebriated louts who crowd into the city to get publicly drunk on St. Paddy's Day to trade in their green for red and white and get publicly drunk in December. This year's SantaCon, a number of drunken Santas could be seen brawling on the sidewalks near Union Square here in New York City. So while we're on the subject of whiteness as default, let me just hazard a guess that if the people streaming into the city every holiday season to get drunk and fight were overwhelmingly black, official New York's reaction would be a lot less ho, ho, ho.